What's up, everybody? This is Deidre Ewing, your Double Diamond It Works global leader in Houston, Texas, shooting a video for you on how to get more distributors to join your organization. There's going to be 10 tips, so I highly recommend that you get a pen and a piece of paper or save this video somewhere that you can easily go back and refer back to these. The first tip is to focus. Sometimes it really is a piece of mind over matter whenever you are introducing the products and the opportunity. What do I mean by that? Whenever you're introducing this, transfer your mind to think, I want this person on my team. And I guarantee you, by making that switch in your brain, your words will start to drive the car into introducing the opportunity to them. It's the same way with getting loyal customers. I want this person to be a loyal customer, so I'm going to drive the conversation towards being a loyal customer. If you see somebody who's highly excited, they have great potential, they may need this business or they may deserve this business, which is two totally different things. Introduce the opportunity to them. Those are the people who you want to work with. So my number one tip is to focus. Determine which way you want your conversation to go, and that's the way that you will end up. The second thing is to be confident. People can smell confidence a mile away just as much as a dog can smell fear. So if you don't already have confidence, borrow somebody else's. I remember personally using my sponsor's testimony for as long as I could remember. She was a triple diamond, her husband was a double diamond, and they got there within less than a year. And that was exactly what I told people. I was an executive whenever I was throwing multiple parties inside of my home, as well as a Ruby. So I was using theirs. However, I was also able to let them know, like, hey, I promoted to the rank of Ruby within less than 60 days. So I was able to use that testimony for myself as well. For you, it may be a matter of I sold 4 wraps within less than 30 days. I signed 4 customers within less than 30 days. Or I got amazing results in as little as 45 minutes. Wherever your confidence comes from, that's what you want to share with people because they're going to be able to smell your confidence. The next thing that I strongly encourage you guys to do is to ask. You already have loyal customers. You have your warm market, and we've talked about that in our loyal customer video. Ask those people if you can introduce the opportunity to them. They may not know what you do. They may just assume about what you're doing, but they do not know exactly what it is that you're doing. So just simply ask them, hey, I have an opportunity whereas I get a chance to get out of debt and make a lot of money and help a lot of people get health and wealth. Can I introduce my opportunity to you? I strongly recommend you asking those loyal customers while they're in their second to third month because they've already had an opportunity to get a testimony on the results by using some kind of product. And it's cool to just straight up and ask them. So that's the third tip. Ask. What's the worst that could happen? The fourth tip is to be yourself. My business started to slow down whenever I started watching other people and started doing what they were doing. Now my business has picked back up tremendously since December when I stopped trying to be like everybody else and just started being the goofball that I really am. I like to read books, okay? I like to watch a lot of movies. I like to laugh. Those are the things that I like. And I found myself slowing down whenever I was trying to be like everybody else. So use your strengths. I'm smart. I like to read. I'm goofy. I don't mind making funny faces and making people laugh. I don't, I mean, be yourself. That's the point that I'm getting out of this, or that I want you to take away from this. You will slow down when you try to be like me. You will slow down when you try to be like Champagne. You will slow down when you try to be like Danielle, and so on and so forth, okay? So be yourself. Add your own flavor to these posts. Although we give out the wording to what you can send out to family and friends, switch it up. Be yourself because that is what's going to bring people into your organization, and that's what's going to attract people. That genuineness, I don't know how to explain it, but people can smell that a mile away. So be yourself. The fifth thing is for you to stop and think what made you sign up. After you remember that, share that with people. I signed up because I saw a lady that came into my house. She looked super simplified. She didn't even really look like she used the wrap. So I was like, I can do this. I'm losing my baby weight. I can just share my testimony as well. And that was how my business exploded. Think about what made you sign up and share that with people. The next step that I strongly recommend for you guys is to be prepared. I walk around with my party pad and I walk around with the steps to success with me at all times. Just in case I run into somebody, I pass out a blitz card and they're the slightest piece of interest in this company, I'm able to pull this out and ask them to write down 4 people who they think that they know that may want to try the product, and 3 people. I hope I said 4 here. 3 people who may want to make some extra money with them. I even get them to write these people's names down, and I've started to call them with them right there on the spot. Call that person so I can talk to them too. Tell them what you're about to get into. Let them feel that excitement right away, and then those people end up coming into their organization as well. That excitement piece, there's something about that too. So being prepared is walking around with that and being ready to share the opportunity with your new business partners, family, and friends. Number 7 is to work your way down. What do I mean by that? Whenever people are asking me how much something costs, I start from the top and I work my way down. You can either become a distributor and join my team for $99, or you can become a loyal customer and try these wraps, but you also have to make 2 auto ships. Or you can try 1 sample for $25. Which one do you want to do? And I wait and I let them respond. You can go the opposite way around too. You can work your way up. Depending on who you're talking to, and I promise you'll start to get a feel for this, you'll know who your audience is. You can say you can try 1 wrap for $25, or it comes in a box of 4 and you can try it for $59 at my discount, but you also have to make 2 other auto ships. Or you can become a distributor and get well on your way to getting out of debt and signing up for $99 without an auto shipment. Those are your choices. So those examples of how to present this opportunity to people has really helped me grow my business as well, and I hope that helps you grow yours too. What else? Be a leader. If you're not one already, please try to start being one. People are watching you. I'm going to make a special video all about social media because I have unfollowed a lot of people. It's all out of love, but it's because the leadership piece has to be there. Why would somebody want to join your team? And you have to think about that. It sucks that you have to immediately turn into this business owner, especially on social media. But that's what this is. You just signed up to own your own business. So it's kind of important that if you want to sign distributors, that you at least act like a business person. So, but I'll talk about that in the social media video. So stay tuned for that one. But be a leader. If you need to practice that, click on the Fire Starter page. Click on files, and there's something that I posted there a long time ago that says Confessions of a Leader. I guarantee you that if you're reading and meditating on that every single day, you will become that person who was on that paper. Next is to share what this opportunity is doing for you. Know your audience. I've personally had to scale back. I know everybody doesn't want to fire their boss. Some people just trying to keep their lights on. Some people just trying to pay their bills. Some people just trying to take a trip. So showing the world what this company is doing for you is very critical to your business. You don't have to post a whole bunch of join my teams. You can just post, It Works just paid my tank of gas. It Works just bought this new bag. It Works just sent me to this trip. Those sorts of things. It's appealing to your audience. And like I said, I'm practicing that as well. But sharing what the company is doing for you and knowing your audience and building from there is very critical to your business as well. My last tip is to start reading. This book is my hands down favorite book right here. This Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. I know a couple of us are reading this right now. But building yourself will help to bring in other people. It'll help you be prepared because you're not going to be able to attract somebody who's way mentally above you if you're not there. So at a max, the most you can bring in is people who think exactly like you or below. I hope that that makes sense and that that's not offensive to some people. But in order to bring in people who think way higher, is to actually build yourself higher. So I'll go over those 10 tips real quick one last time. The first one was to focus, make a decision, be conscious about what direction you want your conversation to go. The second thing was to be confident. If you don't have it already, borrow it. The third thing was to ask. Ask your family and friends, ask your loyal customers if you could introduce the opportunity to them. The fourth thing was to be yourself because people can smell that a mile away. The fifth thing was to remember what made you sign up and to use that. The sixth thing was to be prepared, having the steps to success on you and helping people start calling people right then, right away at the very beginning. Um, the seventh thing was to work your way up or work your way down. Do you want to try one sample for $25? Do you want to use my discount as a distributor and get hooked up and use it for $59, but you also need to make 2 more auto ships? Or do you want to join my team for $99 and have one auto ship with your one box of wraps and you can continue ordering from there? Which one do you want? Okay. The next thing is to be a leader. The Confessions of a Leader is right there in the Firestarter page under files. And then to share what the company has done for you without being an advertisement on social media. And the last thing was to know your audience and to post according to them whenever you're using social media as a tool. I hope this video helped somebody, and I hope that I was able to answer the questions that you were looking for. And I look forward to seeing your progress and you growing your organization as well. Peace.